Good day to you, gentle person on the internet, and thank you for joining me as we have a look at OSHA Not Included. Now, this is a satirical game about, I suppose, the blue-collar work life, packing boxes in a factory, and it's made for a university class, I believe, according to the itch.io page. So yeah, not the most polished, but I have to say, for a university class type of game, it is a lot more polished than I expected. So let's start by having a look at the settings page. We have the controls, which is WASD, E to interact, F to use item. Okay, I must remember that. Q to drop an item, Shift to sprint, Y to enter. I think enter is just your general usage key, and then a couple of numbers for your inventory. Alright, audio, the quality of life controls I like to see, so bravo there. We also have a credits tab under the settings, which is interesting, and also under the tutorial we have a credits tab. It's the same tab. So yeah, so we have them both. Anyway, tutorial controls talks about the controls. The goals. So this is the way the gameplay generally works. We get tickets by using a terminal. We take the ticket to the table. It then gets packaged into a box, and then we take the package to a truck, and that is how we deliver a product. We just need to do a certain number of items, and that's how we finish the day, and then strange things sort of happen. And yes, and then we have the credits again, so that's good. We definitely know who made the game. Alright, let's click play. Let's have a look at the gameplay. There'll be a little bit of critique afterwards. Certainly not for the UI or anything like that. That's fine. The tutorial, it should really be an in-game tutorial, but this is okay, I guess. It doesn't explain everything entirely, and we'll have a look at that as we jump in. So, hey Slugger, welcome to your first day on the job. This is, I guess, the boss who was telling us this. That beeping is the tickets thing, talking about stuff. Having a look at our UI here, we have our sort of next task, which is saying log into the terminal. On the top right here, we have the number of orders we need to resolve to finish the day. Bottom left here is we have our inventory, sort of item number 1, item number 2. We can scroll scrolling the mouse wheel doesn't do anything. The arrow keys allow us to switch between them. This is us. We are Tull. This is our health. I'm not sure what this is. I think this is our idleness. This is our hunger. And this is the time limit for us delivering a package, I think. I'm not quite sure about these. The tutorial does need to explain these a bit more. Anyway, let's press enter and continue our sort of starting thing, which acts as a kind of a tutorial, but nowhere near enough of one. Let me show you around the warehouse. So he walks over to this thing. First things first, orders. You'll get your orders from this thing right here. Just come over and press E and you'll get some orders right away. But don't dawdle or the order will expire. Come interact with the terminal and then follow me. Alright, so we walk down to the terminal, we press E, and we get our tickets sitting at the top. Next up is the conveyor. This is where all of our premium products come through. So yeah, you'll be grabbing items from here and bringing them over to our next station. Speaking of our next station, grab the item in your currently highlighted ticket and follow me. Alright, so as you see at the top, this is our highlighted items. We can switch to a different item, but let's grab the toilet paper. We'll pick it up. Speaking of our next station, this is the packaging station. That's up at the top right there. Just toss the package in and watch it pop right out all boxed up. Be sure to pick it up off the ground and bring it along. So we hurry over to there, we press E, and it drops the package, which is now sitting on top of our head because the layering is weird. Nevertheless, we'll pick it up in a moment, but we're being told more things. And here's our delivery truck. So it's kind of door thing on the top left there. This will take our package to where it needs to go. And that should be everything you need to work. Now let's get to work and make the big man upstairs happy. Alright, so we press E to pick up the item. We can press E to trash it if we've got the wrong item that we don't want. But instead, we take it over here. We ship the package. And then it clears from our list of the menu at the top there. Now we need one of the gray things. Or we can do another. If we press the arrow keys, we can switch along our menu at the top there. Why? Oh, Because, alright, so the arrow keys also affect which item in our inventory we're holding. Now, I did notice that over here there is a machine in which we can purchase things, but I don't wish to purchase any of these things. We need to escape it, which takes us out of full screen, so that's not ideal. Let's click back in here to focus again. Let's take our grey cup. Put it in the package. And we stick this in here. We have another grey one, so let's do this one. Oh, one of our menu items expired, which is not ideal. And then we have this thing, which is apparently very important that we need to do. So let's put it in there. And we got $10 for that. Alright, and we have finished our day, so let's have a look. Tickets resolved 5, breaks taken 0, idle penalty 0, overall performance is 100, so we did really well, even though one of our items expired. We don't seem to get consequences for that. We still have enough items to finish our day. Yep, and this is the standard sort of summary at the end of the day. So next day, I guess, is the right thing to click. Our pay stub has been signed incomprehensibly. Have we signed that? Was the boss man signed that? Who knows? Anyway, next day. Well, Tell, it's been a month. We're talking to ourselves. This job is slowly killing you, and you know it. But you can do it. You can make it out. Just got to save a little more, and you can move to that apartment in Paradiso. The cost just keeps going up, though. Oh, you can do it. You can scrape by on what you've got. No eating out. Cancel your subscriptions. Just save and wait. God, if only I could get another job, but it pays just enough compared to everyone else. I'm assuming this job does. And the stuff I have to ship is so dumb. Who buys that much toilet paper and water bottles? There was that document, though. The stuff in there was not pretty. Wonder who wanted that, and why we even had it at all. Whatever, I gotta sleep soon. I have work again tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch the news real quick. I'll go insane if I don't turn my brain off just a little. The news is not a good option for that, especially these days. Don't watch the news, watch a stupid cat video on YouTube or something. Newscaster. And minimum wage will be going down for the first time since it was first introduced in... Oh, hold on. Breaking news. Premier Edwin Calhoun has just been voted out after a no-confidence vote just this morning. A recent document surfaced detailing Premier Calhoun's numerous backdoor dealings, embezzlement of taxpayer funds, and some rather suspect photos. This marks a definitive end to Premier Calhoun, as he has been arrested as of 2 hours ago. His recent workers' rights bill has been frozen in process, and with this recent info will likely fail to pass its second reading. Oh, that's... damn. That can't be the same document, right? Alright, enough of this. I'm going to bed. And now we seem to have a dream sequence where we work in our dreams. That's the only way I can interpret this, because we've got creepy boss man walking around with his red beam of doom. And I'm not sure what that actually does to us, because it just kind of turns blue, but we don't... I don't know if we suffer any consequence for that. I switched to the end thing. Now, how do I get around it? Alright, well, you turned away at the perfect moment. And pick up that parcel! I'm an idiot. And now these big eyes appear, which is why I think this is a dream sequence. Anyway, we've probably got some oh, come on, give me a pink one. Oh, we'll zoom through it. It turns blue. I don't know what that does. Slow something down. We have our package. This one that I'm doing. This is apparently important, so let's do it. If we stand still, we get idle time, which is something that we don't want. What have we got here? We got either pink things. Yeah, let's do a pink thing. The real trick is to switch between your items. If we walk over the eye, I don't know if that does anything to us. Let's grab this guy, get this one done. Yeah, I don't know if maybe the requirements for getting things done is what am I trying to say? Like the consequences for being idle or getting seen by the guy or something like that has been removed from the game. Like maybe we're supposed to die if he sees us or something like that, or take some kind of damage. It doesn't seem to be there, so I don't know if it was removed from the game for this release. That kind of has that feel. I'm just speculating here. Obviously, I don't know. I haven't spoken to the dev or anything. Yeah, but that would be interesting to know how things and if it gets going to get harder in the next release or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, paste up. Tickets resolved 8. We did get a little bit of idle penalty, but we made 140 at our minimum score. Like we fail if we get below our minimum score, and obviously the minimum score keeps going up with every day. But we way over cleared it, so yeah, that's nice. We should get like a bonus or something. I don't know. Anyway, next day, newscaster. News today as workers' strikes have been popping up all around the city. Ever since the workers' rights bill proposed by Premier Edwin Calhoun failed to go through, worker unrest has grown and strikes are becoming more and more common by the day. The Sahara warehouse on 51st Street is just the latest of this epidemic. So, a strike, huh? Never thought this would happen in my life. Just my luck. I just can't deal with this right now. I'm barely making it paycheck to paycheck. Paycheck. My coworkers are going to hate me. God, why do you even care? You didn't like them in the first place. Just get to work. Make enough money and you'll never see these people again anyways. Focus on Paradiso. We're going to make enough. You can do it. Yeah, so we're scabbing, is that what it's called? When you go through and break a picket line and do the work as required. You can make money faster than the price goes up. Alright, so we are back on a normal work day. Except it doesn't seem to be that normal because we still have the boss man around and I suppose the eyes. Yeah, I don't quite understand. Alright, let's do that thing. We have these shelves in the way. Very annoyingly. Go away, dude. Go on, shoot. Let's do a blue one. Alright, so now the eyes are here, so now it feels less like a dream sequence. So what was day 2? Get out the way. Do we have a pink one? Do we have a grey? There's a pink one. An important thing is that rope thing, so we need to do that as soon as possible. I don't know, is he marking us down? Is he saying we're idle even when we're not? Let's do a toilet paper. Now I see one of our things. Do we still have one? Yeah. One of our layers are down. One of our items. I don't know. Maybe we need to go to the loo. Is there anything here we can purchase that will help? I don't know. Let's keep going and see if we can make it through to the end. Switch focus. I think we got some extra idle time there. Alright, this thing is important. Let's do that. We need this thing. Alright, we'll see how our day did once we get there. We'll go through the blue bar. Alright, we got 4 idle penalties. I don't know, does that count if we walk through the blue? Or, his cone of vision, does that give us an idle penalty? Or was it just while we were standing still? Our minimum score is up to 60, but we're still way ahead of it. Let's do one more day and see how it resolves just for the demo. Just another day, huh? God, this job hurts. I wish they'd add, like, anti-fatigue mats or something. Walking around in steel toes on tiled floor hurts. Whatever, they're too cheap to do that. Clearly they're not too cheap for whatever those parts were. That black powder and those timers. Sounds like a bomb, but they were labeled for a quarry. Not one I've ever heard of. Didn't they shut that last one down due to unsafe working conditions? Ugh, I'm gonna watch some TV. And it doesn't look like these strikes are ending anytime soon. Earlier today, the SCPD were dispatched to deal with a strike that got out of hand. A masked individual threw a rock into a crowd of security guards. Really? Jesus, this is really getting out of hand. That's not too far from where I work. Speaking of work, I've got to get to bed. Alright, so now we're doing this. Now, okay, well, I guess this again feels like a surreal dreamscape. Oh, I need to package it first. What have we got? Pink. Alright, let's do pink. Our sanity thing still seems to be going down. I'm wondering if we need to eat to do that. Do we have multiple packages there? I see at the end there's one that requires us to do multiple things. I keep bumping the arrow keys and switching away from... Alright, what have we got? We can do another eye. I don't know how to do the multiple ones. Let's do this blue thing. Get out of the way. Alright. And finally do this hand one. Wants another hand. How do we do these multiples? I don't know. I think get this. Do we need to just do each one and then it counts as finishing part of it? Yeah, so now we need to do 2 blue things. And get this one done while we're about it. Can we grab that pink thing before it disappears? Yes, get out the way! That was weird. Let's get some 2 blue ones done. Oh, I put it on the wrong one, like an idiot. Oh well, let's get this one done anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done before it expires. No, I didn't want to pick that up. I need that. Yeah, pink. Come on, pink. Give it to me. Where is pink? Alright, well that's... Ah, that was pink right there. That one's gonna expire. Get out of my way. Oh. Alright, well this one wants a pink anyway. Yum. Yum. Alright, we need 1 pink and 1 brown. Oh, there's a pink. Are we going to get there in time? I'm not optimistic about this. Oh, I think we might be able to. Alright, we did it. Let's see what our thing looks like. Wow, alright, so we resolved 18 tickets. We only got a tiny bit of idle penalty. Minimum score was 90, but our overall performance was 300. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I think you can see where the game is going. I think there's going to be a bit of a storyline. We're going to fail or do well or something, or find horrible things happening. There's a lot going in here, and I do heartily recommend this game. So if you are just here to see the gameplay, come and play the game. It's like 2 clicks away and you'll be playing it. And it looks like a lot of fun. Give the devs some love. Link is in the description. I have played it on Firefox. It works absolutely fine. I'm now playing it on Chrome. It's working absolutely fine. It's a good game. Yeah, heartily recommend it. Come give it some gameplay. And if you happen to like the game or dislike the game, then go and tell the devs, because I'm not going to take credit for the game. I didn't make it. I'm just showcasing it. If, however, you like or dislike this video, well, you know where the like or dislike button is. Please click on those. And then if you feel up to it, leave a comment telling me why you liked or disliked the video. And then I know how to make them better. And I make better, more entertaining videos for you. I'm doing my best. I'm working on it. But hopefully I can continue to improve and you guys can continue to enjoy it more. But I don't know how to improve if you don't tell me what it is you like or dislike. And leave other comments as well if you want. I mean, tell me anything. I don't care. I'd love to hear from you guys. It's nice to know that I'm not just throwing these videos into the void, as it were. So I would appreciate that. Thank you. And of course, if you want to see more indie games reviewed and more talk about the indie gaming, the arena, hit that subscribe button. I'd love for you guys to stick around and to show you more stuff, more nice games that I think you'll enjoy playing. So yeah, so that's all of the requirements from me. Thank you for listening. If you are heading out now for just the game reviews, yeah, I hope to see you in the next video, and goodbye. However, if you're around for the critiques, well, we've already chatted about the UI. It's pretty damn good. I like the way it looks and things like that. I do think the tutorial needs a lot more neatening up and work and tidying and things like that. Let's go through the main menu. Yeah, this tutorial button should take us to basically the thing that started the game, but explaining all the different elements of the screen and things like that, so we know how everything works. Like I said, I think there's certain elements that are in the UI that aren't quite implemented yet, unless they sort of become more active later in the game. I don't know how long this game goes on for. I haven't played it through to the end. So yeah, that would be interesting to know. I think a good tutorial showing us where all the mechanisms and things are is desperately what this game needs. The sounds, I don't know about this background music. It's very kind of sad and dreary. I suppose that fits the storyline. I mean, for a game like this, something like a bit more chilled out that gets progressively weirder as the days go on would be the best to fit the theme. But obviously, that's extra work finding and or making the music or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, think about the sounds, I guess, to take this game further. But as it is, they're quite functional. They're fine, and the music's okay. The art of the game is very, very good looking, especially I think since he makes a point of saying that there was no AI has both been tagged there and there's content at the bottom there. So yeah, this is really good looking game for the for the stuff. The credits, tech lead, artists Daniel So and Catherine Guen. Yeah, really, really good art. Bravo, guys. I like the way this game looks. I think it's very, very pretty, especially the in-between cutscene art. Very, very nice, very stylish. And the in-game art is very good. It does feel a little bit RPG Maker, but I mean, I think it works fine. Sort of movement, you clip the edges a little bit. If we click play, do we just... Yeah, go back to the first day again. Okay, so there's no real sort of save mechanism. But you do clip the edges of things a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. go back to the main menu. Uh, yeah. So the movement. I mean, the movement was fine. It's very very square. Things like that. I don't really like the way sort of the boss man gets in the way and you kind of struggle with him. And there was a weird bit where we were stuck with him there for a moment, like the little dance for him up and down. I don't know what that was about, if that was on purpose or a bug, but I mean it worked. It was fine. The movement was fine. Um, I suppose the biggest critique I have is that I wasn't quite sure what was happening between the days. Was the weird stuff with the giant eyes like a dream state? Am I losing my mind? Am I, what is going on? Why are there hands in the packages now? Am I turning into a serial killer? I don't quite get what's going on. I'm not sure if we're meant to get it yet, or there's a reveal a bit later on. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should have tried to buy one of those things from the vending machine and eat it and see if it helps my mind progress. Also, I don't know what the end goal is. Um, do I need to make a certain amount of money to win the game? What is the amount that I need to save up? Because then I would need to balance that with whether or not I eat the food and things like that. So I don't. There does need to be more meta awareness of what the mechanisms are and what the goals, the overall goals are and things like that. What is the pressure? What is the context that we're working towards? That's really what's missing here. So it's that kind of polish. But the basic gameplay mechanics and the layout and things like that are very nice. Color scheme is a little bit drab and dreary, um, but I mean I guess that's part of the experience. Maybe more colors are added later once we start succeeding or something. And if there is a sort of a mental issue thing like that, some kind of effects around the edges of the screen as our mental state devolves, would be quite nice as well. It kind of would hint, along with the giant eyes and the weird things in the conveyor belt, that that's actually what's happening, if that is what's happening. But I think that's enough ranting from me. I think this is a very, very good game. I'm very pleased to have found it. It was a lot of fun, and I do recommend you come and play it and give the dev some love. And well done, CMPT 406 class at the University of Saskatchewan. Is that how you say that? I don't know how to say that. That's Canada, isn't it? I think. I don't know. I don't know that much about what is where on that particular little side of the world. I'm not from there, so yeah. Let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. And I hope this has been an interesting video. I hope it has convinced you to play the game. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.